Okay everyone, welcome back to another Arduino for Me tutorial. Today we'll be going over the 8 LED potentiometer sketch. This is I'm just tutorial for a friend of mine, Scott C. You can see his Google Plus page and website. There'll be a link for that in the description below. So you definitely check him out, guys. He's got a lot of really helpful tutorials, really cool stuff he has there. And he's got different levels. He's got, advanced stuff. He's got some basic stuff. And yeah, definitely check him out. Alright, so just as a general reminder, before you start any of my tutorials, keep in mind that you should probably purchase the Sunfounder kit. There will be a link for that in the description of this video, so you can just go buy that too. So here's the stuff you're going to need for the video, therefore that I'll be using in this video. You're going to want the cable to plug into your board, and then to plug into your computer. Upload your sketch to your Arduino board. You're going to then want your Sunfounder kit, which will come with all of this, not including the board. But I think they do have their version, Sunfounder Uno board. So that's optional. I got this from Radio Shack, but you can get that there. It doesn't really matter. I think it's all the same. So then you're gonna want a 9-volt battery, or you can just use that other cable. You can just use this, plug it into the computer, power it that way. I like to use this. This is actually the Little Bits cable for running all your Little Bits, but it works for this. So we're just gonna plug that in. I'm gonna show you guys what this circuit does. Alright. Now basically this is potentiometer right here, this knob that I'm turning. And when I turn this, you'll see I get all these lights will come on just as I'm gonna turn it ever so slightly. Very gently there. It just turns them all on. And when you get to the max, this one here will turn on. And when you're on minimum, this one will turn on. Usually minimum is just this won't turn anymore in one direction. You just turn it the other direction. And it's not a lot of turn, it's very gentle turn. But alright, so that's what this tutorial we're gonna be doing. So first of all, you want to go to the website, and next to this video there'll be a button. You can download the sketch for this and then upload that to your board, and then we'll start with the circuit. Alright, so first of all, I wanted to go over the potentiometer, because this will be the first video I've done with a potentiometer. I think I used it for the servo, but this is just gonna basically show you how that works. I wrote a little diagram out here. Hopefully this will help you guys out, because I was a little bit confused with the ground and the power in and the power out. So basically we've got, if you're looking at it from the back, and I'll show you what I mean by the back. If you're looking at it from here, there'll be 3 pins. Here we go. 3 pins. Pretty sure, there we go. Alright, now, here we go. So this is what it's in the diagram, these 3 pins here. Alright. Now, pin 1, or the pin on this side, is power going in. So that you want to connect to the 5 volts on your Arduino board, and I'll show you that. And then this is power out, which is actually getting connected to pin A0. So you want to connect this one to pin A0, and then this other one is ground, so that's going to ground on the Arduino board. So that's basically how the potentiometer works and how that's hooked up. Now I'm not going to get into how the code works, because there's a bit in the code that I don't really understand yet. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on the code aspect of this, I'm sure I can research it and bring up a little tutorial for you guys. So just let me know if you want me to do that, or if you're happy with just the circuit part and just uploading the code to your board. Okay, so basically, like I said, the power in is going to the 5 volts on your board. Now I'll turn this sideways so you can see it. 5 volts right here, this red one, right there. Okay, and then so here's the 5 volts. This is ground. This green one, I try to color code it. I like to keep ground as green. And then the blue one here is oh, that's another ground. We'll get into that later. This, and then this is A0. This one right here, this is going into A0. Okay, so we've got that's all connected into the potentiometer. All right. Yeah, here we go. So this is the power. Then you've got pin A0 here, and then you got a resistor, because you got to have a resistor on the ground. Resistor is, I'll pull this off. Resistor is going into the 3rd pin on, let's see, where's the best angle here? Alright, I think you can see that. The resistor is going on the 3rd pin, which is connected to this. Alright, this right here, 3rd pin, same row. And then that's going over into this other row, which is then being connected into the ground on the Arduino board. Alright, there's the potentiometer. Now, we've got all these LEDs. They're all the same, all wired up the same, no differences there. I did want to mention that the resistor for the potentiometer is a 10K resistor. And these resistors here are 330K. Alright, and you'll have that in your Sunfounder kit. You'll have 10K, you'll have 330, and you'll have 1K. If you're not sure which is which, because it took me a long time to figure that out, let me know, and I can show you pictures, and I've actually written diagrams with the different strips of colors that are on here. They're color coded, so I can show you which is which, if you're having problems with that. Alright, so basically the resistor is on the ground side of the LED. I did want to mention that the LEDs are polarized. Let me just grab another LED here. Don't want to take it out of the circuit because they're in there pretty tight. The LEDs are polarized. Now the short end is negative and the long end is positive. There we go. If you think you can see that there's a shorter end and a long end there. So the short end here is negative. This is positive. You have to have the ground. Whoops. Come on. There we go. You gotta have the ground on the on the negative end and the power source on the positive end. That's how that works. That's how the LEDs, when you hear they're polarized, that's what it means. So you have to have a resistor on your ground. So I've turned it so that the negative LED side, the negative lead, they're called leads, going down from the LED, is connected on the same row as the resistor, and then the resistors are all connected in the same rail. This is going over into the ground on your Uno board. So this is all the same wire right here. This one right here. So those rails are very important, guys. If you're new to my channel and you're a beginner, like very fresh beginner to Arduino, I would consider looking at my breadboarding video, and you'll understand all my ramblings about the breadboard here. If you're not new, great. You should be able to understand this. I'm pretty sure that's understandable. So then the positive end, positive lead for these LEDs is going to be connected to these wires here, and they are going over into pins. I think it's pins 6 through 12. Yeah, these are all pins 6 through 12 here, and then this LED is on pin 13. The negative end is on the ground. I think you can see that from here. Negative end is on the ground, and the positive end is on pin 13, or inside it. Alright. That's how that circuit works. That's the basically rundown of that circuit. If I could put the potentiometer in here. There we go. Just like that. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube page if you like this. And also, don't forget to check out the Scott C. He was very, very helpful. This is actually his this was his project. So don't forget to check him out, because he's got a lot of tutorials, and there'll be a link for that in the description. So alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.